Good morning, children. Last class we had learnt about some of the reactions which are chemical reactions or chemical changes. Continuing with the chapter, we have to go for the other chemical reaction, that is rusting of iron. Let us get back to rusting. This is one change that affects iron particles and slowly destroys them. All of you know it. When iron is kept in moisture and air, contact with moisture and air, it rusts or jung lagna, and it destroys the iron. Since iron is used in making bridges, ships, cars, truck bodies and many other articles, the monetary loss due to rusting is huge. The process of rusting can be represented by following equation: iron plus oxygen from the air, water becomes rust, that is iron oxide. Actually, children, the reaction is iron plus oxygen from the air, water from the air gives, or it becomes, iron oxide dot XH2O. That means the moisture content is not known, that is why it's X. For rusting, the presence of both oxygen and water is essential. Without the presence of oxygen as well as the water, rusting cannot take place. In fact, if the content of moisture in air is high, which means if it is more humid, rusting becomes faster. So there are some points at which the rusting becomes faster. So the first is if the moisture content in air is more, or the air is humid, atmosphere is humid, rusting becomes faster. Or when the water is salty, if iron is kept in salty water, then also rusting becomes faster. So how do we prevent rusting? So there are some ways we do to prevent rusting. You must have seen at your home that iron gates or pillars, they are painted. Why are they painted? They are painted so that the iron loses its contact with the air. Prevent iron particles from coming in contact with oxygen or water or both. One simple way is to apply a coat of paint or grease. By greasing or by painting it, the contact of the iron with the air, it becomes negligible. So it prevents rusting. Or even a coat of zinc is also done. That process is known as galvanization. Let us study about it. In fact, these coats should be applied regularly to prevent rusting. Another way is to deposit a layer of metal like chromium or zinc on iron. Going on to the next page, children. The process of depositing a layer of zinc or iron is called galvanization. I told you the process of depositing a layer or painting the layer on iron of zinc is called galvanization. The iron pipes we use in our homes to carry water are galvanized to prevent rusting. You know that ships are made of iron and a part of them remains underwater. On the part above water also, water drops keeps clinging to the ship's outer surface. Ship is always in contact with salty water, so it has more chances of getting rust. Moreover, the water it gets damaged very easily. Always damage has to be maintained. Ship has to be maintained to recover the damage. Moreover, the water of the sea contains many salts. The salt water makes the process of rust formation faster. Therefore, ships suffer a lot of damage from rusting in spite of being painted. So much so that a fraction of ship's iron has to be replaced every year. Can you imagine the monetary loss to the world? Obviously, if the ship has to be maintained regularly, the monetary loss will be there. But again, there are some metals or alloys, what we call alloys, when two metals are mixed together to form an alloy. So there are some alloys which are rust free. Like stainless steel is made by mixing iron with carbon, and metals like chromium, nickel and manganese, it does not rust. This is very important, children. So please go through it. Now the next process. Next process is crystallization, which is a physical change. It's not a chemical change, children. It is a physical change. In class 6, you have learned that salt can be obtained by evaporation of seawater. All of you know how is salt obtained. Salt is obtained by making pits of water, salty water or sea water. The water evaporates due to sun's heat and the sand plus salt remains. Again, we can extract by filtering, we can extract the salt from it. So this is how salt is obtained, and crystals of salt is obtained. The salt obtained in this manner is not pure, and its crystals are small. The shape of the crystals cannot be seen clearly. However, large crystals of some substances can be formed from the solutions. The process is called crystallization. So, in a word, how can we define crystallization? The process of deriving crystals from its solution. It is an example of physical change because it can be reversed and nothing new is formed. Now, activity 6.9. Why it is told to be performed in presence of teacher? Because dilute sulfuric acid is taken, which is harmful. Sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, is harmful. Take a cup full of water in a beaker and add a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid. Water in a beaker and add diluted sulfuric acid. Diluted means mixed with water. Sulfuric acid is also used. Heat the water. When it starts boiling, add copper sulfate powder. Slowly while stirring continuously. Copper sulfate powder is blue in color. Go on adding it till it gets saturated. Saturated, all of you know what it is. What is this word mean? Saturated means no more of copper sulfate or no more of sugar or salt or whatever it is added. No more of solvent can be added. Sorry, it's a solute. Continue adding copper sulfate powder till no more powder can be dissolved. Filter the solution. Allow it to cool. Do not disturb the solution when it's cooling. Look at the solution after some time. You can see the crystal of copper sulfate. If not, wait for some more time. If you can't see for crystals of copper sulfate, wait for some more time. When it is totally cool, crystals will be formed. You have learnt about physical and chemical changes. Try to identify changes that you observe around you as physical or chemical changes. It is told around you so many changes are taking place, like spoilage of food, cooking of food, ripening of fruits. So you can identify them as physical or chemical change. That's all for today, children. If you have understood good enough, if you have any doubts, you can ask me through WhatsApp, through Campus Care. Thank you, children.